I'm very delighted to be in this conference, which focuses on contracts, organizations, and institutions. My own work in this area has spanned nearly 2 decades, and in the lecture I gave today, I talked about the evolution of my own thinking in this area. So, what the core of my research that I spoke about today had to do with how do contracting and organizational models that we usually apply in economic settings, where there is a principal and an agent or any variations of this kind of a model, is when these are applied to settings where you have some amount of public goods, some amount of social sort of value to what people do, or they're intrinsically motivated because they like what they're doing, they like the company they're working for, because that changes what incentives are gonna lead to in these settings, as opposed to in the standard setting where you are an investment banker and the profits you make for your bank would then affect your compensation in terms of the bonus you get or in terms of your pay. It turns out that this framework is quite rich in trying to apply some of these ideas to the social sector, which comprises of nonprofits, NGOs, mission-oriented organizations of all kinds, as well as certain government agencies. And even increasingly, as corporations are now trying to be socially responsible, they're trying to follow various CSR or ESG type goals, which are all environmental, social goals. And the question again that comes up is there a real effect of these, or firms do window dressing and they just comply with this to look good? And what our research shows, my work that has been largely with my colleague Tim Besley at the London School of Economics, shows that even if the firm intrinsically doesn't care about any of these social issues, right, and it's not really legally expected to practice them, they might still adopt some of these missions, pro-social missions, because that would allow them to recruit select workers that are motivated by that mission, and the need to monitor or incentivize would be less. We also work on, and today's lecture covered, how do we understand the organizational forms of social enterprise, nonprofits, and government agencies as opposed to standard for-profit forms. That would be roughly a summary of what my lecture covered. Thank you.